Hey everybody, how's it going? This is the Skinny White Guy with a high voice speaking, and how are you? Alright. For the last couple of years of me doing this YouTube channel, I've usually made some videos where I was just like, ask me a question, but you guys never ask me a single question. So, I decided that instead, I'm going to make a video where I'm just answering some random questions on a website. It's about 25 questions. They're not really funny questions, they're just about life. So hopefully I'll give out a good response. So, alright, let's get to it. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you are? Well, I know I am 18, but when I get to 84 and I start getting Alzheimer's like Ronald Reagan, I'll probably assume that I'm an 18-year-old still making Michael Jackson videos on YouTube. Wow. Alzheimer's. Wow. If you had the opportunity to get a message across to a large group of people, what would your message be? Make rock music, not war. All the city come alive. Wow, that doesn't make any sense. It's a reference to a Prince song. Is it possible to lie without saying a word? Well, you can point your finger when the guy is asking you which singer is better, Michael Jackson or Justin Bieber. So obviously I would point to Michael Jackson. That's not a lie, but you can do your own way of lying by pointing. If not now, then when? Well, I guess that there's this video idea I've had since earlier in 2013. I just got around to doing it in August. And it's actually done. I've just not got around to getting it uploaded yet, so probably sometime next month. Or else I'll never do it. What would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? Probably tell people I liked Michael Jackson a lot back in my 8th grade year when I started to get into him. It took me until like my freshman year to let people know I was a Michael Jackson fanatic. But a lot of people made fun of him back in 8th grade. It's kind of ironic because I do believe that I am one of the people at my high school who got a lot of people into Michael Jackson. Because it was kind of like, from my freshman year, at least 12 people liked him. And then by the time I got into my senior year, that went up to 45 people. Because a lot of people knew I liked Michael Jackson, so I kind of wish I talked about him earlier. And his brilliance. Are you holding on to something that you need to let go of? Probably not. The only thing I can think of is my Frozen DVD. That joke's probably been made so many times, it's not even funny anymore. Have you done anything lately worth remembering? Well, I went to Florida for about a week during spring break. Best week of my life. But the thing I didn't like about it was when I did a Michael Jackson performance at their talent show. Because the guy cut me off, which means he didn't like it. So, I kind of wish I did a lot better on that performance. A good thing it never got recorded, I think. Lion, of course. When is it time to stop calculating, risking rewards, and just do what you know is right? What kind of question is that? Oh, okay, now I understand it. Help an old lady cross the street. Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Real men do cry. And you're even more of a real man if you cry manly tears. When Jack died off the Titanic, it was sad. It was sad. Would you break the law to save a loved one? Yeah, sure, I'm down for that. When you're very old, what will matter to you the most? Probably getting tickets to a Michael Jackson concert because by then I'll probably have Alzheimer's and I'll probably still believe that Michael Jackson is doing the Bad album and having his Bad World Tour and trying to get free concert tickets. Do you ask enough questions or do you settle for what you know? Probably ask some questions or else I'll never know. That's the thing about being human. You'll never know unless you ask. Do you celebrate the things you do have? Yep. Show me. When it's all said and done, what will you have said more than you've done? Well, I keep on saying that Michael Jackson is the best solo artist of all time, so it's all been said and done. He's the best. F the press, Michael's the best. When was the last time you tried something new? Probably playing guitar. Which activities makes you lose track of time? Making YouTube videos. Oh. If you could do it all over again, would you change anything? No. The thing about it is, a lot of people do say that when they get asked that question, they normally say that if they did went back and changed something that they regret, or knew that part of their life was fun, but at the same time they were in the right direction but still said that was a good time, they would, even then they wouldn't change that aspect of their life because they probably wouldn't be where they are today. Like my freshman year, that was the best year of my life, but of course I made a lot of bad decisions, and some of those bad decisions kind of somehow got me a lot of good friends that I'm still friends with today. So if it wasn't for that year, I probably wouldn't have that many friends, or at least have fun in high school. So no, I wouldn't change anything about it. Even my junior year, as much as I don't like that year, still has great moments. As much as I didn't like that year, I don't know. I can't really do anything about it, or can't really change anything about it. What is the difference between living and existing? What is the difference between living and existing? What is the difference between living and existing? Well, if you're alive, you can make your own decisions, and it can impact people in many different ways. But if you didn't exist, your impact on whoever's lives you touch would have never happened. I should be a philosopher. If you had a friend who spoke to you in the same way that you sometimes speak to yourself, how long would you allow that person to be your friend? It's kind of interesting because I never really met anybody who ever spoke like me before. But yeah, if I ever did met him or her, we probably would be good friends, maybe. If you had to teach something, what would you teach? Teach them how to make good music. Like this kind of music. Not today's music where you need to depend on copyrighted music. Actually depend on actual music. This is the definition of real good music. Yeah, I made my point. Michael Jackson is amazing. Time or money? Well, you get your money from the time you put into your effort, like a job, so of course you need time. Yes, I would go with time. Are you aware that someone has it worse than you do? Yes, I do. There are a lot of people in my town that are in poverty and not living well, and it's kind of sad. But they're really good people. What makes you smile? What do you regret not fully doing, being, or having in your life? Something I would have regretted not having was back in 8th grade when I finally started to follow Jesus again. Because around that time I was just in the wrong direction in my life, and then my life finally went back on track. But I kind of do wonder if that never happened, or like if I never made that decision. I still make mistakes, and yeah. Basically, it's all in the past, and just look to the future. Alright, that was 25 questions, and I got the questions from... I'll just write in the description, maybe. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video was kinda... some of the way educational... Nah, not educational. Blah. I spent 18 years in education. Why? Okay, anyways. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully... if you got questions you want to ask me, actual questions, go right ahead, leave in the comments section, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.